What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to continue to peck away at this week's tournaments. It is the 12th of May 2025, one day after Mother's Day. And today I'm going to play a new tournament that I just entered into, a new league. It's Dlud Golf's Best Courses League, and it's week 4 at Ashen Cliffs, so I'm a little bit late to the game. Round 1 of 1. Let's check out the vitals. We got a very generous gimme auto putt at 8 feet, 6,000 yard tees, Sunday pins. Greens are soft with 11 stimp. Fairway firmness is normal and the wind is breezy, and we are at 801 feet above sea level. So the shots are going to go a little bit further, probably 2% further-ish. Let's load this sucker up here. Alrighty, we're back. What do we got here? Ashen Cliffs. I think I remember this course. First hole is a 509 yard par 5, and you can see we've got some penalty area up here on the right, some OB. There's just stuff everywhere trying to make you have not maybe the best round you've ever had. And the wind is breezy, but we should be fine. That is not a normal shot shape for me, and we are right in the bunker. Let's see, what do we got to do to get out of here? We should be okay. We're just not going to be able to hit we're not going to be able to hit any, like a 4-iron or anything out of here per se. I don't want to risk hitting any of that crap. Let's hit the 7-iron and get out of here. Bit of a strange trajectory there. Good distance. And it looks like my graphics card is not my friend right now, but oh, yep, that's fun. So now we're going to be playing out of the rough, 137. Let's check out the green here. You can see that the hole is cut into the highest part of the green there at the top left. And there you have it. We know we're going to lose about 7% out of here, and we're at 137 yards. So let's take the 7-iron again and see what we can put together. Bit too much juice there. The juice is loose, and we're in this crap again. 7% penalty. That's pretty typical here on GS Pro out of regular rough. Now, since this is greenside rough, we may be in a little bit different predicament, but let's just try to get out of here. We got 23 yards to the pin. Not mad at that shot. Good shot. This is for par. At 11 feet, though, it's a pretty low percentage putt. Let's see what we can do here. Hate to take a bogey on the first hole, but when you hit your drive into a green or a fairway side bunker, you're kind of asking for it. Okay. That's unfortunate. I felt like that may have dropped, but no dice. Number 2 is a 358 yard par 4, I would say on the shorter side. Let's see if we can not hit a strange, whatever the hell that first one was. All right, that was the complete opposite of that first drive, and we're over, probably blocked out from the green. Not quite. Let's see what we can do here. 171, we know we're going to lose 7% or so. Let's hit the 6-iron, see what we can put together. Okay, bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, wow. Even with the graphics card chugging along, it's still moving over there. Still moving, still moving. It's still moving. I don't know what just happened there, but that was awesome. Oh boy. There's so many times I should have made YouTube shorts out of these shots, and I'm frankly too lazy. All right, we got a tailwind here on number 3, 150, but it's uphill. I'd say that's 6s. Let's play it at face value. We got some green to play with. 8-iron here. 8-iron. All right, we pulled it. We might be all right unless we get a crummy bounce. And it's coming back again. I ain't looking that gift horse in the mouth. You guys can if you want to. I'm not. All right, we're downhill then. We're uphill. Let's just try to get the ball over here. It's going to want to go to the right. That's all I know. Let's hit it. Let's hit it about 42 feet here, ignoring the slope. Not enough, unfortunately. Let's see here. What do we got now? This is for par, pretty low percentage putt, 11-footer. And we got her for par. Even after 3, that's got to be some kind of record for you boy here. All right, this is 375-yard par 4, so we'll be busting the driver out again, but let's see what's going on down there first and see if we need to perhaps hit a different club. The landing area is going to be about where this large part of the fairway is anyway. I think we're fine. I'm not sure what happened there. Let's see. Yeah, another was off the heel again. I'm trying some stuff with my driver. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but that's golf, right? Okay, this sucker is going to play 195-ish yards. Let's hit the 5. It's saying to hit a 6. What do I got here to play with? Let's try the 6. Got a lucky little members bounce there. All right, we're 39 yards in. Green's got a low spot in the front right where I'm approaching from. Wow. Okay. What do we got here? What do we got here? 290 yards up, quite high. Par 4. Ashen Cliffs. More like, never mind. More like, nope. We might be all right if we get a little bit of a bounce there. I'm hitting everything off the heel. I feel like I'm backed up far enough off the ball, but we still need to make some adjustments. 109 yards out to an elevated position. We have a tailwind. Let's hit the gap wedge here. What's our heat map look like? Okay, pin's cut into a high spot on the green. Very clever. And the wind wants us to push to the left too, or excuse me, the right. Okay. Should be all right. Anytime you're closer to the pin, you hit an okay shot, right? Maybe not that exaggerated. 17. Oh! Not bad. Not bad. Left us a putt here for par. Pretty long putt. I'd say we'll give it a shot here, but we're hitting uphill. It's going to feel like about, I don't know, 12 or 13 feet here. And it broke right before it was going to go in the hole, so that's our first bogey of the day, I believe. This one's going to play, I don't know, 146-ish, I'd say. Got a bit of a tailwind to cancel out some of the elevation, and the pin is on the front of the green. We're short-sighted and we ain't even there yet. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's not where we wanted it, but that was a good stroke. You can see this one's got a funny heat map. We need to get it over this little hump here and up toward the pin. Not quite enough there. Little waste of a stroke, unfortunately. Let's try that one again. Okay, we went Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde there. Way too short and then too long, but we're here. Downhill. Feel like we got tricked last time. Let's not do that again. We need to hit this single digit feet, 7, 8 feet here, feel. And she went in. Saved double bogey. Well, saved bogey. Prevented a double bogey. Number 7's a 437 yard par 4. We got to clear this crap over here. The wind isn't really going to help us out. Let's see what we can do. That should be fine, I think. Good shot. That was a normal length drive. Keep in mind we were uphill though. This is going to play a $156. We got a little bit of wind going across our face. Downhill, so it's going to come in a bit hot. Let's look at this heat map. Pins cut into a low part on the green. Let's just try to hit the green, period here. Bounce left. Okay. Uh-oh. These greens are a bit dangerous here. All right, we're short-sided, 10 yards. We got to get this thing up and down here. Okay, if that ain't luck, I don't know what is, but I didn't choose the size of the gimme circles, so I don't even feel bad. Number 8's a 306 yard par 4. A very short par 4, a drivable par 4 for some of you guys. Oh! Just annihilated that poor ball. That poor ball, 52 yards offline. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, 135 yards out of the deep rough. I think we're going to take quite a power penalty here. Let's just get onto the green. Let's hit an 8 iron here. Okay, we should be okay here. Oh! That was a good shot, but we took a hell of a power penalty. 20%. Okay. What do we got going on here? We got to get this up. Just want to go right. All right, we got to get this up here. 17. Oh, it just stopped dead. Uh-oh. What, whoa? Isn't that where we were before? Nah, we're putting now. We're making jewelry now. For par, this is going to have to go up quite a hill here. Over 50 feet feel, but the key is to get it up this hill. Must have misread that one pretty bad. HLA was not great, but that was pretty far to the right. Okay. Number 9 is a 350-yard par 4. Some of you longer drivers are just licking your chops right now. That is an insane slice there. 36 yards offline, and we're in the rough again, but we are closer to the pin, so we will rejoice. 140 yards out of the rough, we're going to lose some percentages. Let's hit an 8 here. I don't know why you're aiming there. We want to just get this sucker on the green here. That was fat, so we're going to probably be in a similar predicament. Okay, 62 yards out of the deep rough again. Only lost 5% rather. Okay, 62 yards. Feels like we lost a lot on that. Yeah, 20%. Okay, and then we got a weird little shot here that I would rather not take. 16. Oh, come on, get in there. Okay, this putt's for bogey. 8 foot. A little bit of something happening. We'll aim inside the cup. We need to hit about 9 feet of feel here. 9 feet of feel. Okay, that was a little hot, but we got it in there. 4 over after 9 holes. 0.5 bogey golf. Some tricky stuff on this course. Pretty wide fairway there. 287 yard par 4, which is kind of crazy. But it's also a little long to be a par 3, right? Okay, what do we got here after the drive? 77 yards. Uphill. Let's take a look at the heat map on the green. We need to land somewhere around the hole here. 72, 71. Not enough. Unfortunately, we're on the low side of the green and we got some work to do with the putter. Quite a lot of work to do with the putter. 53 plus 30. This is upwards of 80, 85 feet here. Feel. And and I must admit I was not expecting that. That was a bit weird. Okay, little 10-footer, 8 feet of feel for par. What do we got here? Number 11, 345 yard par 4. Downhill 13 yards. A few bunkers here on the fairway you can see. Let's close this here. Nope. Oh, that's an extreme hill. Holy smokes. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay, we're hitting out of the rough, 150 yards. Let's check out this target and the heat map. Not too bad here. We got some green to play with, so let's go ahead and exercise our rights here. Don't quite want to hit 150. And we didn't. Don't do it. What happened there? Okay, we can see from the replay in the lab software that that was what I like to call a land shark, meaning the club is essentially traveling through this turf for most of its contact, and it takes a whole bunch of power away from you. Okay, just want to go left. Let's get out of this bunker here. That ball is still going. Roll back. All right, this is a par putt. A 17-foot par putt. Oh, so close. Okay. This is a tough course. I have not really been in a position to even think about a birdie. 445 yard par 4. We have got to get a hold of the ball off the tee here. Are we going to be in a world of hurt right out of the gate? Not what we wanted there. Looks like we'll be playing off of an adjacent fairway. Not what we wanted. We hit her high. 247, let's see here. It's a par 4, so we do need to be a little bit aggressive, but 250 is a bit too aggressive even for my 3-wood. All right, that was another pretty thick shot. we will should be able to get it on the green in 3 here. 66 yards. If I had to guess, this pin is cut. Yeah, that's going to be tricky to get to that. Let's see what we can do. We certainly don't want to be in that bunker. Still going. All right, we got to put up a little bit of a hill here. This would be pretty intimidating. I don't really play at any courses where you would be putting up quite a hill like this. 30 feet with 2 feet of elevation. All right, we seem to be on the bogey bus here at Ashen Cliffs. Not an easy course, and I'm not hitting my driver very far today. Well, really ever. Real thin fairway here. .545-yard par 5. Just a very narrow fairway here. I'm going to do something I don't typically do. Let's hit an iron off the tee. This fairway is just so narrow. Okay, we almost died there. Luckily I have decently quick reflexes, and no golfers were harmed in the making of this video. We have still got a country mile to go here. Oh boy. What was a hit? Yeah, okay. All right, 58-foot putt, not counting any of the elevation changes here. Everything's going to want to go right. 58 feet plus some elevation. This is going to be more of an exploratory effort, I'd say. Too much. Don't roll down that. Too much spice there. 14th, 411 foot, my butt. 411 yard par 4. 185 to the pin after that 230-yard drive. Back of the pin, excuse me, back of the green. 184, 180. Let's hit a 6 here. See what we can cobble together. Whoa there, whoa, 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 holy smokes. Hide objects no longer works in GS Pro, I don't know why. Let's get out of here. That was quite a strike there. 180 carry with the old 6-iron, baby. All right, now we got to hit 37 yards out of this crap. Oh boy, that's that tree I was trying to not hit, but I hit it anyway. What do we got going on now? I can't really see anything, but we have 39 yards to go. That's more information than you'd have normally, right? Okay. This is becoming futile here. Let's go ahead and take a sim drop. We are burning strokes like it's nobody's business at this point. Okay. So after that debacle, we're on our 6th shot on a par 4 and we're not even at the pin yet. Thanks to that brilliant approach shot. And not quite in the circle there. We'll have to putt. This is going to cost our scorecard quite a beating here. 8-footer. And it broke right before the hole. So that's no good. I think that was a quad bogey, bringing us to 11 over par after 14 holes, which is unfortunate. But you do got to kind of keep your ball in play on this course. It's not known for being easy. Nobody says this is an easy course. That being said, we have a 175-yard par 3. It's down a little bit. It's down a smidge. We got wind in our face. Uh-oh. Oh, that'd have been a birdie. That'd have been a birdie. Now we got a putt probably for par. 9'8", 10, 11. Way too hot there. Stay in the circle for me. We'll take that par. 16th hole. Let's see here while I put my putter away. 345-yard par 4, and it's a blind shot essentially here. Okay, good drive if it'll stop. That wasn't a bad drive at all. It was still a little bit over the top, but didn't seem to cause any major issues. Let's just get the ball up here on the green. 118 yards. Let's take a little pitching wedge here. I'm thinking we lost 20 or so percent there because that should have gone a lot further. Probably should have hit a 9-iron. Golf is all about hindsight, right? Coulda, shoulda, woulda. And the idea is that you remember those little moments where you had that 20/20 vision and you apply it later on at another point in time. 21 yards here. Not quite going to get the rollout we were looking for. Ball is headed to places unknown. And we've got a putt ahead of us here. 31, 40, almost 50 feet here. So close. Took us another bogey. Okay, 109. Little guy here, huh? We got some green to play with. Let's go ahead and hit the gap wedge. Get up there. All right, birdie attempt. Pretty brutal looking putt. Probably looking at a par here, but let's see if we can do something. So we're going uphill and then downhill here. Pretty bad misread on the brake, but it's a par. 18th hole and final hole here is 456-yard par 5. Pretty narrow right here in this area where I normally hit. Let's not be heroes. Let's not be heroes here. Might maybe get some rollout. That's not the rollout I wanted, but it's better than nothing. All right. Let's hit the 4-iron again. That one is going to Timbuk 3, but it'll be all right. What do we do there? What do we do there? I don't know. What I do know is that we're 56 little yards out here. We got some wind, we got some rough. We should be fine. Roll back. for birdie here. Makeable putt, 10-footer. Let's get it close. 10-footer. Oh, we got her. Another birdie there. All right, let's see what the old scorecard shows. 82 on a 71, 6,000 yard tees. That's pretty okay for me. We had 14 was a pretty rough hole. Let's check out the stats. 6 pars, 2 birdies, no eagles. Well, I think, that might have been another round. I had an eagle attempt at some point recently. Bogeys, 9. Double bogeys, 1. Longest drive was 271. I think that was that downhill. Average was 213. That's down from 230 on the last round. Just wasn't making solid contact. Average ball speed was 130. Well below where it should be. Putts, 30. No sand saves. Obviously no mulligans. The round was 40. Let's call it 46 minutes. 7 greens, 7 fairways. Not bad at all. And that is all she wrote at Ashen Cliffs here. All right, guys, I appreciate you watching. Got home from Scotland yesterday, and I am doing everything I can to not fall asleep because my body does not want to be awake right now. All righty. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.